Alright, here's what I'm looking at first. I want to make sure that everything's plugged in correctly. So what I do is I look at my bump switch and I make sure that it's plugged into port 1 here. And on the video, kind of looks like 8, but it's definitely 1. And then here's the tricky part, is I have to look at these and make sure that they correspond to where I said they would plug in. So remember I said port 1 is supposed to be the front left. So I follow the wire to see where it's plugged in, and it is, so front left, and I'm orienting myself so that this is the back, that back symbol is the back. So front left, and I just followed the wire and it's plugged into port 1, okay? Port 2 right here, which is a 3-wire, I follow that using my finger, and it is plugged into what's difficult. Also doing with one hand's not easy. So that's the back left. Follow, twist around right here, there, and that is plugged into port 2. And then I can just check this one, and that is plugged into the front right at number 10. So I know that my last one is correct. I'm going to make sure that they are plugged in. That one was a little loose there. Sorry if my camera is moving all over the place. Just making sure that the wires are plugged in. These are connected. So that one needs to be pushed in a little. Same with this guy. Please be careful with these wires. It's really easy to bend and break. Okay, so I know that video was a little hectic, but trying to do that with one hand. And here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to plug this in. So, get that going. Plug it in to the computer. Let's see if it's connected. So robot, download. Okay, no update needed. Fine. And then compile again just to make sure there's no errors. Download to robot. And then this next part's going to be a little tricky for me because I'm by myself here, so I'm just going to kind of put it on my knee. Normally I would hold this underneath your hand under here to run this. Do not run it on the table. It'll run off the table, orange cord's going to break, things are going to break. Please be careful of that. So I'm going to power on this right here. So I click OK. Start. So I noticed this one's spinning forward. That one's spinning forward. That one's backwards. And this one's backwards. So I told you that some of them the motors are flipped underneath. They can't be oriented the same. They're on opposite sides. So what I know is that so if I go to motor and sensor setup, I know that it was the front right and the back right need to be reversed. So front right and back right. So back right, front right need to be reversed. I just check those boxes. I hit apply and OK. Download to robot. And then let's see if this fixes our issue. Oops. Turn on the battery. Forward. Forward. Notice I'm just kind of feeling it to make sure it is going forward. And you can see it. So now they're all going forward. Alright. I'm going to hit stop. And then I'm going to disconnect this. I'm going to double check to make sure it runs without the cord. Turn off the battery, turn it back on. It does run without the cord. So I bring it over to here. And just placing it all four wheels behind the line, I'm going to see how straight this thing rolls. So that's actually not bad. So it went pretty straight. Depending on how yours is, I can see it because I'll hopefully be sitting at my desk. It obviously didn't go far enough, right? So it needs to go here so that it can turn. And the way that I do that is I just change the time. So I'd go back to here and I'd say, well, 5.0 didn't really work, but maybe 5.7 will. And then I try that and see if it actually works. So this is the first video, that's what we're gonna start off with.